Hi everybody, welcome to this pre-recorded webinar on making friends as adults from the Cheshire and Merseyside Resilience Hub. I'm Lee and I'm joined by my colleague Rebecca.
Hi.
And we're going to deliver this presentation. The information will be available in the link below and will also be available on our website. So, making friends as adults. We're going to start this by two different quotes. Adult friendships are hard. Everyone is busy and life happens. I've learned that you have to text people when you're thinking of them. Simple thinking of you, hope all is well, really goes a long way. And we've got another one here, which is, it's only after you've stepped out of your comfort zone that you begin to change, grow and transform. So what we want to do today is allow you to view this presentation and the information attached to it. The presentation itself is a really interactive presentation. And if you click on the links in the presentation, or if you click on the logo, that will take you direct to the desired webpage. This presentation essentially is an educational based format. We can't tell you how to make friends because that's up to you, but we will showcase lots of insights for you to be able to find that information to how to make friends. So, making friends as adults. We asked our friends and followers on Twitter to give some top tips for people like you. And they come together and they showcase their insights about how they make friends. And some of them are really, really insightful. So we've put them here for you to have a look at. But what we will say is don't lose sight of your old friends. Life happens and life gets really busy. So some of the suggestions people have mentioned are things like, pump yourself up and talk to a stranger. Whilst it's easier said than done, a little conversation around, oh, I love your dress comment can lead a long way. And then you've got things like trying something new, like an art class or a book club. You might develop interest into it and sparks can be created from there. You've also things like, if you're retired or retiring soon, and you can set a plan of things you wish to achieve and also join retiree groups. That'll keep you busy and also help you meet like-minded folk. So these are some really, really good quotes from people like you who have found it hard to make friends or get involved in groups. So as we go forward, we look at the presentation. There is a psychological aspect to this. However, like I said, this presentation is very educationally based. And we talk about pushing yourself out of your comfort zone. Now, there are 4 different zones to actually get through from the comfort zone to the growth zone. And positive psychology have put these top tips together to allow you to understand yourself and actually push yourself better. The reason we're all in a comfort zone is because we've become set in our ways as we get older and we feel safe, we feel in control at the same time. Different zones are different things. So you have the comfort zone, the fear zone, the learning zone, and the growth zone. And all of these zones have different attributes attached to them. So for example, if you push yourself out of your comfort zone and try something new, and you then land in the fear zone, and this is where you become affected by other people's opinions or what people are saying, people are judging me, and then you start to find excuses and also lack self-confidence as well. I'll give you an example of this. You really want to go to the gym, but you go to the gym and now people are looking at me, people are staring at me. The hardest part of going to the gym is going to the gym itself. Once you're in the gym, you just crack on. People might stare, and it's nothing bad, a few seconds here, that sort of stuff. But then it allows you to learn from that. You acquire new skills, you deal with your challenges and your problems, and you extend the comfort zone. So you find your new comforts with doing stuff like this. And then as you continue to grow and push yourself and try new challenges, you land in the growth zone. The growth zone essentially allows you to find a purpose, set your goals, realize your aspirations, and also live dreams. So positive psychology have given 6 tips on how to push yourself from your comfort zone. And it's things like doing things differently every day. So a little change in your routine will go a long way, and it will help you see things in a different light. So as adults, we tend to have a mentality of, this is what I like, this is what I want. And when you push yourself into new different zones, you're then seeing things from a different perspective. We all have some sort of creativity within ourselves. It doesn't matter whether you're an artist or you can barely draw a stick man. You have some sort of creativity in you. And one of the facts is getting creative. Different creative endeavours are about stepping into the unknown. Using creativity is a great trait for growth. And that as well also leads into expanding your skill sets. So growing your skill set can foster your creativity and allow you to refresh your own self-confidence. You can challenge your beliefs. So what you currently believe now could change. And this is all a part of growing. This is all a part of becoming a better person. So challenge your beliefs. So whilst you're exploring the alternative perspectives, things can be different. And this enables insight to form. And this is where curious minds come together because you want to know more, you want to get involved a little bit more. There's also things like trying a new diet. So we're busy, life happens, I'm just going to grab and go a simple snack, a pot noodle, some chocolate, a crisp. What we need to do as people to push ourselves from the comfort zone is stop relying on comfort foods and actually stick to a healthy diet. Whilst it can be challenging, it can also be really rewarding and really does help grow efficiency. And then finally, be honest. Be honest with yourself. Understand that honesty can actually be used as a catalyst for your own growth, and it forces you out of your comfort zone. So when you get to the excuses, why are you making them excuses? And be honest with yourself. And it's simple things like, oh, it's raining, which means I can't go for a run. Or it's 2 minutes past the hour now, I now have to wait until the next hour. We all do this. We all make excuses for little things. So practice honesty with yourself and be honest. What's your goals? How are you going to get there? Like I said, this is more educational rather than psychological. There is information there from positive psychology. If you click that link, it will take you direct to the webpage. So let's kick off. How to make friends as adults. There are many different apps, many different forums, many different online communities where you can actively make friends and get involved with different things. So myself and Rebecca, we're going to talk you through lots of different things like sport apps, parent apps, online support, general support for males and also females, and also categorized and modularized group support as well. This information is really informative. We've chosen 3 or 4 examples, but there's a lot more out there, if you would. We tried getting all the information onto one page. And like I said, it's really informative. So if you click the link, that will take you direct to that website. So Rebecca, over to you with sports apps.
Thanks, Lee. Within the local community, there are lots of different ways to get involved in sport. Whether you are new to sport or you are a dab hand, there are organisations who are set out to bring people together to become more active. And like Lee said, we've picked certain apps that can be used. So you've got the ones at the bottom, which are the MCR Active, your Active Cheshire, MSP and Active Lancashire. We're going up towards the top, we have the Sports Together, Together is Better. This is a designed app for togetherness. Through the power of physical activity, you can join with your friends or you can go and meet new people who are in the same mindset as yourself. You can build on your confidence, you can build on your ability, but you are very likely to meet people of all abilities in this community. And then we've got Fit Together. It's a sports-based social media app, and it is designed specifically for gym and fitness industry. A tool to better our lives, this app has a lot of person events, so you can meet up together or you can do this on your own. Okay, Strava, this is one that can cost. A lot of it is free, but there is a part of this that will be in-app purchases. It's one of the biggest sporting communities worldwide, and it brings together social networking and sport.
Well, So what Rebecca mentioned there as well in terms of local community aspects, local communities and local authorities have provisions available to bring people together and to let people try new things. So Rebecca mentions things like MCR Active, which is based in Manchester, Active Cheshire, again based in Cheshire, MSP, which is Merseyside Sport, based in Merseyside, and Active Lancashire. And these organisations are brought by local authorities and it's funded by local authorities, and there's stuff happening in local areas. So if you live close to, say, an example, canals, there might be lots of things to do with canoeing. And these are usually free events where you can meet like-minded people. So do have a look at them because it's really, really informative. The next section, what we're going to look at is if you're a parent, so be it a new parent, an experienced parent, or a parent to be, there are lots of different apps and support available for you. And we've pulled some together, but what we've also done is we've also given information and insights to support that's available. So if you are looking for friends, but also needing support, we'll start off with Peanut App. Peanut App is an all-rounder and essentially here to connect women, no matter where they are in their life cycle. So it could be around fertility insights, it could be around menopause. This app, it's essentially a community designed for people to listen, to share insights, and also offer valuable information and advice. It's really well known worldwide, and it's also based around local communities too. Another app that's available is called Dad App. And what we tried to do here is look at more tailored support, say, for new mums and also new dads and also general all-rounders as well, to give people insights. So Dad App is essentially it's there because dads need friends too. And it's a really well put together app and does look great. So for example, it's like a dating app, but it's not. It's a friendship app for new parents or new dads. So it's designed like Tinder. So if you both swipe left and match interests and whatnot, you can make a connection. And depending on where you live, there might not be enough dads in your area. So you can actively set up your own events. So if you wanted a stroll around the park with the kiddies type of thing, you could actually all meet up and set that yourself. It's designed for a face-to-face capacity, but the app is also full of other content as well, such as chat rooms, humorous memes, and also polls around advice. So again, it's a free aspect. You just log on, create your account, and see where it takes you. There's another one which is very much like Dad App, and it's filtered by distance. And this is called Mummy Social. Mummy Social tells you how close you are to another mum, for example. But unlike other apps, it tells you which days people are free. So like I said, we're all adulting, life gets in the way, but you put your schedule in, I'm free at this day, this time, and you can also meet other people who are free around the similar area, same time, and create a meetup. Again, go to the kiddie park, go to the petting zoo type of thing. It's really, really informative, and you can actually share information and also send private messages to each other at the same time. But like I said, there's more to this. There is so many different aspects of where you can, if you're looking for support but also making friends, there's things like what we've done is brought together lots of different organizations. So if you're looking for general online support, you can click at the bottom, and then what we've done is we've localized things. So if you're in Greater Manchester, Merseyside, Cheshire or Lancashire, you can get parental support. Now, I did mention there about online support, just general online support. There's also ways to make friends online as well. And Rebecca's going to talk you through our next app, which is just general online community centres.
So online, you can have the same kind of community you have out and about, but from the comfort of your own home, if you are more comfortable or would prefer that kind of social aspect. At the bottom, we have placed some specific interests. So for online book clubs, specific interest groups, click there for a list of those. Community support online, and looking for mental health support online too. Up the top, we've got the Bee Tree community. It's an online community for people to connect with each other. It got very different amounts of cost for some of the online events. £10 per month can be paid. Is that correct?
Yep, that is correct. It's a pay by use service, so it's £10 per month if you would.
Yep, and you can find out more by clicking on the link. We've got Side by Side, which is run by Mind Charity, which I'm sure a lot of us know about. We all know that mental health support is something that we all need in different varieties, and this Side by Side is an online community with ways to share, comment, or just listen and be heard, connect with people who may be going through similar things as yourself, or you just want another perspective. It's around 24/7 and it is a safe place to be. And then we have Eventbrite. This is a platform that hosts a lot of different events. It can be in person or it can be online. It has a range of community support offers, teen support right through to cancer support. And most of these are free to join. And again, click on the link and you will be able to see a lot of those events.
Yeah, Eventbrite is also really good as well because you can tailor it to your local area. Or if you want to get out of your local area, say meet friends in Manchester or meet friends in Lancashire, for example, you can tailor the events there. And like Rebecca said, most of them are free. You just have to put your filters in for your specific interests. So coming up next, we have just general apps. There are so many, we live in such a technological world that technology surpassed us at some point. And we lose track of what's out there because there's that much stuff available. So what we've done here is pulled together some different insights from meeting people to online stuff to group stuff, and also matching people as well. So local communities, there are so many different things that happens in local communities, and Meetup is a great platform where you can host your own events, where you can organise or attend in-person events, activities and gatherings for communities. So, for example, if you wanted something to do with netball in your local area, you've put your filters in and it brings you all the different events up. And this can lead to further outside stuff, so you can exchange numbers with people, you can engage with people, you can send messages. So Meetup is a great platform, and like I said, there's lots of different things, like say from local walking groups right through to marginalised community support and also meetups as well. Another aspect of just general apps and meeting people is City Socializer. Now, City Socializer helps you find social gatherings that's going on around you. So if you're an extrovert, for example, and you need to be around people and want to meet new people all the time, City Socializer is a great app. It focuses on face-to-face interactions rather than online connections. And the more you attend different events, the more your network grows. And then you'll be invited to attend more different socials that's going on around you as well. Again, it's a really, really good app just to see what's happening in your local area. Meeting. So Meeting is very much like Meetup, and it was created for the purpose of using the internet to bring people together. So meetings run entirely by volunteers, folk like you, folk like me, and you never have to pay membership fees. There are certain costs that, so for example, if you're attending a luncheon, obviously you will have to pay for that lunch type of thing. But essentially, it's very much like Meetup, and it's there for hosting mainly in-person activities and gatherings for you to attend. There's also stuff as well if you want to do things in groups. And if your organisational skills are on point, you can do group coordination stuff. So if you want to meet groups of people, you have group spaces, which is an alternative, and then also functions as a double up where you can utilise your organisational skills. There's things like Friend Match, which essentially is an online service to help you meet real people. And it's very much formalised on a dating app. So the setup is based around a dating app. You put your interest in and you link with people that way and form connections. And then there's an opposite side to this. You've also got things like Nextdoor, which is, again, another app and website which allows you to see what's happening in your local neighbourhood. So it could be a local event, or it could be a garage sale, or anything like that. If you think about, say, Facebook groups, it's kind of like that, but without the Facebook attachment to it. So, like I said, there's lots of different things happening here, be it one-to-ones, be it group, be it neighbourhood stuff. But then as we move on through the presentation, there are so many different things. And one of the things what we've done is we've actually tailored support to say male and female. And Rebecca's going to talk us through the male support side.
So male support, as we all know, is something that we try and bring men together to break that stigma that So here we've got things like UK Men's Sheds Association. So this is the men's sheds is basically different places, usually sheds or small accommodations where they get together to do something that is their hobby, whether it is fixing a car or making a new CD rack if they're even still done, and they talk about the whatever's on their mind or on their chest, and this is a wonderful way of, even if you do not want to speak, you've got that support around you, know that you have got the like-minded people. We've got It's Okay to Talk, and it's Andy's Man Club. These are men's suicide prevention charity. It offers free attend to peer-to-peer support groups. That's throughout the UK. They've got other things that they can provide as well as peer-to-peer support on, individual information. The service is used on a weekly basis, and almost 2,000 men are attending this. They need to encourage men to talk. So if that seems like something for you, click on the more information. There's Tribes as well, which is building a science-based self-discovery space. It's a high quality, easily accessible, and it's very inspiring. If you want to meet like-minded men or value self-discovery, want to do some mindfulness and learn a little bit more about yourself, we've got a lot of meaningful activities there for you to look at on Tribes. And again, like the others, towards the bottom, you've got the more specific. So you've got your men's mental health support. You have male online forums. Males is stuff for males who are interested in certain groups, and then your online support groups.
Yes, it's really, again, what we've done there is try to bring lots of information, and a lot of people get overwhelmed because of the amount of information there. So like Rebecca was saying, that if you were just after general mental health support, we've brought that link for you. Again, specific interest groups. So whether you are a gamer or whether you're a biker or want to get involved in allotments, there's also online forums that we brought together as well to link with that, and also interest groups at the same time. So that's the male support aspect. Now, what about female support? Again, scouring the internet, there is so much information out there. What we've tried to do is bring the best information that we found. So one of the aspects is Together Friends. This is a friendship site for women in the UK, and the aim is to essentially help you get in touch with other like-minded women who share the same hobbies. And again, it's a tailored approach, so you put your interests in and then you link with people, and it's kind of like an online forum site that can then lead to exchanging numbers, meeting up, getting involved with different groups. Girlfriend Social. This is a worldwide aspect around friendship making. And this was established in 2009 and has grown at an amazing pace. So Girlfriend Social essentially is free for all women to sign up, create your profile and talk to other women. And it allows you to share and bond in whatever ways you're comfortable. So again, if you, for example, want to be involved in knitting, there's a knitting club local that you could get involved in that. If you are a DIYer, for example, there's aspects where you can link to that, share advice, tips. And then we've also got Lean-In Circle. So Lean-In Circle essentially help women come together and learn from each other. You could set your goals and you can achieve them at the same time, because together women are a powerful force, and that's their words essentially. All together you can help create change. And much like the male support, we've put things down at the bottom as well, like if you're looking for specific book clubs for women, or if you have specific interest groups, like I've said about knitting, or if you're into DIY, you could actually look at these groups as well. Or if you're just after general support, usually in localised areas, there are women's organisations. There is one in Liverpool, there's one in Lancashire, and there's plenty in Manchester as well. And then there's just general mental health support at the same time. So, like I said, we've done males, we've done females, and the next tailored specific group is LGBT support. And Rebecca's going to talk us through this.
Yeah, so we have the Gay Outdoors Club, and it operates throughout Great Britain. It provides a large variety of outdoor sports. You can go camping, you can go rock climbing, yeah, anything outdoors. If that's your thing, the Gay Outdoors is the place to go. Consortium is a national specialist infrastructure and membership organisation. It builds resources and sustainability and resilience for the LGBT plus groups. It can deliver direct services and campaigns for individuals. So if you want to find out what you write and things like campaigning, again, click on the more information. Then Outdoor Lads, this is specifically aimed at the people who are more outdoorsy and active, and it's for gays, bis and trans men right across the UK and further afield. It's based on things like hiking, climbing, camping, biking, canoeing, scrambling, you name it, they've got it. And further down a little bit more, we've got looking for general support with anything LGBTQ plus related. Looking for any forums, you've got a generalised list there. Book clubs for LGBTQ specifics. And then you've got one for any events that you might want to look on if the outdoors is not your thing.
Yeah, I think it's really interesting. The Gay Outdoor Club is also open to anybody who's part of the LGBTQ. The Gay Outdoor Club is open to anybody who wants to be involved in outdoor sports from the LGBTQ plus community, whereas Outdoor Lads is only tailored for specific gay men, bi men, trans men. The consortium, like Rebecca mentioned, they've also got a great directory where you can find information and support that's happening in your local area. So it's not just about campaigning for local rights, it's also about what's happening in your local area too. So that's that aspect where we talk about LGBT support. Now, what about carers? So we've brought together lots of information from different organisations like the Carers Trust, Carers Together, Scope, and to give you insights, because carers, for example, are angels on earth here to help other people at the same time, but they also need a break. So, for example, we've brought the Carers Trust here, and the Carers Trust works to transform people's lives, and it's around supporting unpaid carers. There's local organisations and networks that provide funding, support, and also deliver evidence-based approaches and programmes, as well as raise awareness and influence policy. There are lots of information on the website about groups, about how to make friends, respite support, and there's lots of information from the Carers Trust directly. But we also have places like Crossroads Together. Crossroads Together supports unpaid carers of all ages across the country. There's information giving, advice, and also practical support, but also aspects on how to make friends, groups in your local area as well. And then there's also things like the Cheshire Young Carers, who support your children and young people in three key areas. So school holiday respite programs, individual and group support, and also working with schools and colleges to provide specialised support. Now, Carers might find it a little bit harder because of time constraints, anything like that. Now, these organisations know this, so what they've done here is put specific things on, and it could be a group thing where you attend a summer camp for half a day, and they'll help you with transport and just getting that break that you need as well. But then we've also gone that extra step further and put lots of information at the bottom. So, for example, whilst we've got career events, career support and online forums, we've also added things like if you're looking for grants. So there's certain grants that you can get as an unpaid carer. And then there's also information and insights around respite as well. So do have a look at that if you are a carer or you know a carer who basically needs to have a breather, take a breath, and also meet like-minded people so they can offload at the same time. So with that, following carers, we've also put things in about disability support as well. Now, Rebecca, I'll let you tell us about this one.
Yeah, so disability support, you've got your local Live Well Cheshire West and your Live Well Cheshire East. So these are local authority run websites. Search for support for many different things. From CMRH, we filtered the results to show the clubs and activities within that area, so whether it is Cheshire West or East. We also have Ableise. This is information service run, and it is owned by disabled people themselves within the Merseyside and surrounding areas. Got lots of information available from support right through to events. And again, there is that lovely little link that will take you to their site. Gig Buddies, this is an idea for those who love music. If you are unable to attend such events because of needing that additional assistance, then this enables people with learning difficulties and or autistic people to enjoy these events without having to worry too much about their safety and their inability to find their way and have that support required. Then towards the bottom, we've got looking for events and disability friend support, disability-based forums, and looking for disability grants. But what I also want to say in here is your disability doesn't make you who you are. So if you would like to expand out to our other slides and look at other things that interest you, whether it's regarding LGBT plus, and you want to be around people who are more able-bodied and not just be seen as whether you are disabled and need assistance, but you want to be seen as a woman, a man, so on, please feel free to use the other slides.
Yeah, like Rebecca said, this approach is not a one-shoe-fits-all approach. So you may have interest in men's sheds, but you say you might be a disabled person. Or, for example, you might want to get involved in sport, but you're also part of the LGBT community. It doesn't section you off because we try and get rid of labels and tags. At the end of the day, you're a person. It's about your interests. And people are there to support people, and that's what communities do as well. Rebecca mentioned things like the Live Well. Live Well directories are local authority run directories which bring together stuff that's happening in the local area. So on the presentation, we have put around Cheshire, but there are stuff as well for Liverpool and Merseyside. And then, like Rebecca said about Ableise as well, this is a Liverpool base, but they do have lots of information across the footprint. So don't just think it's Liverpool and I can only attend that. It's a wider aspect. So essentially, that's what we've tailored. We brought all of our support and broken it down into different categories and support groups, from males right through to females, right through to specific target groups like LGBT plus groups. But what we also have is what's on boards, community what's on boards. Essentially, this is back in the day when you read the newspaper about what's happening. You've got a village fete, you've got the church coffee morning type of stuff, and a lot of the stuff is all online now. So what we've done here is we've brought together all the Cheshire and Merseyside what's on board, and we've also included Lancashire and Greater Manchester as well. So essentially these boards, you can find out what's happening in your local area, be that a fun day, a summer fun day, or there might be a summer school organised through the local school or church, for example. These again are tailored from, say, area-based approaches. So Liverpool might be different to Cheshire East, and Lancashire might be different to Merseyside and Cheshire all over. So have a good rummage around there and see if there's anything local that you want to get involved in. Again, with that, a great way to make friends is also to volunteer with people as well, different organisations. So whether, again, it's tailored group specific stuff, if you want to volunteer for a disability charity, or you want to volunteer for an LGBT group to support local people, there's lots of different things here. And what we've done, we've brought different voluntary services. In each area, there are places called CVSs. Now, CVSs is Community Voluntary Services, and these are brought together by local councils and utilised on a charity basis, so like fundings from charities, if you would. So they have a lot of stuff going on, and volunteering can help you build your CV, build your confidence, push you out of your comfort zone, and also meet like-minded people as well and share interests. So the purple section is what's on boards, and the green section is around volunteer services as well. So that encompassed with everything, there is a lot of information here. So we've tried to keep it as calm and approachable and as interactive as possible. But then if there is something that we've missed or you are still struggling with, say for example, social isolation, here at the Hub, we're very fortunate to have our Judy. Now this is Judy on screen, and Judy's our Pathways Advisor. And Judy's worked within the community, local communities, supporting people for around 25 years plus now. And if there's something that Judy doesn't know, it's not worth knowing if you would. So she's got fingers in many pies. So if you're struggling with, say, social engagement or things like housing or debt or anything like that, we offer free pastoral advice. It's confidential, and you can have a one-to-one with Judy, who she'll meet with you, understand your needs, and also find lots of information that's available that links to you. And the information is that you just click the self-refer link on the presentation and it will take you direct to our webpage. So overall, looking into how to make friends, like I said at the start of this presentation, we can't tell you how to make friends because that's on you. But what we can do is bring all the information in one place to help ease that. Essentially, we can tailor support, we can help you get information. And if you are struggling with that sort of stuff, let us know as well, that we can actually look to see if we can provide further insights. So like I said, we've touched on things like sports, parent, general, online community centres, male to female support as well. There is lots and lots of things out there to help aid you to make friends. The thing is, give yourself time, give yourself breathing space, and also test your social battery as well. Push yourself that little bit extra, where if you think, right, I'm done, I'm going home, give it half an hour extra. You might meet someone, you might get involved in something that really piques your interest. So have a good look at the presentation, have a good look at the resources on our website, and that's all left to say is thank you for joining. It's been really insightful, and we hope you found this presentation really, really useful.
Yeah,
Thank you.
Thank you, Lee. Thank you.